Navigate to Scheduler. Click Add Event. Fill in the required fields under event information, such as title, start and end times, and category. Select the desired ETCs to record the simulation. Set Enabled Auto Start toggle to the on position to automatically begin recording the simulation at the designated start time using the designated ETC. Select an available instructor from the drop-down list if you would like to associate an instructor with the resulting video. Set Event Has Gradebook toggle to the on position if you would like to have an individual gradebook created for this event. Navigate to the Attendees tab to add participants. Use the search tools to select individual users. Use the Groupings section to add participants included in a group or cohort to this event. Set Event Can Have Guests toggle to on to allow guests to check in for and participate in the event. This event will be added to your calendar, and the recording will be started using the designated ETC at the designated event start time. The resulting recording captured on the designated ETC will include the event title as the video title, will include the instructor, and will include all attendees as participants in the video information. Navigate to Courses. Course management observes the traditional hierarchy of courses in that courses are general records for a particular area of study that includes sections, which prescribe the start date, end date, meeting time, and location. Each individual meeting instance for a section is a period. For each period within a course section, a course-based scheduler event is also created. Automated recordings in course management are associated with the individual course section periods. Automated recording can be applied to existing periods by editing the period, selecting an available ETC from the ETC dropdown, then clicking the checkbox next to Enable Auto Start. Automated recording can be applied at the section level, which would then apply to all periods for that section, only for new sections. During Section Create, select an available ETC from the ETC dropdown, then click the checkbox next to Enable Auto Start. The resulting periods will automatically be recorded by the designated ETC at their respective designated start times. As noted, all periods for all course sections are visible in Scheduler. Changes can be made to individual periods from Course Management or Scheduler. The resulting videos from course-based automated recordings will include course title, section name, and period number as the video title, and will also include instructors and attendees as participants within the video information. Navigate to Scenarios. Click Schedule Session. Fill in the fields in session information. Session types control what resources, human, mannequin, or none, are required for the encounters included in the session. SP session will require an actor to be selected for each room included in the session. Sim session will require a mannequin to be selected for each room included in the session. Generic session has no resource requirements. Toggle on Enable Manual Start or Enable Auto Start to enable recordings for the session. Enable Manual Start requires the end user to initiate the start of the session using the Command Center in the Automation module. Enable Auto Start will automatically start the automated recordings in all session locations using the designated ETCs at the specified start time. When recording is enabled for a session, options to ignore pre-encounter duration and ignore post-encounter duration will be displayed. When set to false, these segments of an encounter will be recorded. When set to true, these segments will not be recorded. Complete the session details. Session date indicates the start time for the session. Number of encounters indicates the number of encounters for all locations included in the session. Break specifies the number of minutes between encounters, which is only available if the encounter count is greater than 1. Pre-encounter duration specifies the number of minutes that precede the encounter segment. This segment can be recorded or ignored. Encounter specifies the duration of the encounter. This segment is always recorded. Post-encounter specifies the number of minutes that follow the encounter segment. This segment can be recorded or ignored. Set the number of rooms included in your session. All rooms in a session will have the same encounter count and schedule, will have a designated scenario, and will have a designated ETC, which is configured in later steps. To associate the session with a course, select an available course from the Assign to Course dropdown. Add available learners to the session using individual search or groupings. Configuring the learner encounter schedule occurs in later steps. Schedule each room scenario by clicking to expand each scenario's number. If using repeater rules, set the repeater rules applied toggle to on. Select an available scenario from the scenarios drop-down list. This scenario will be used in this location for all encounters during the session. If the scenario requires specific in-room amenities, adding those amenities will pre-filter the room list to include only rooms with the designated amenities. Because the amenities feature is designed to restrict available locations based on the presence of specific amenities, it is not recommended to use this feature if your center has not applied amenities to specific locations. Select an available ETC from the ETC drop-down list. Note, ETCs and the locations to which they are associated are linked. When an ETC is selected, its designated location is populated automatically. Assignment groups will allow assessment worksheets to be assigned to all participants included within the session. Select available worksheets from the drop-down, then configure the available dates. Multiple worksheets can be assigned before moving to the learner schedule. Select Continue to schedule session learners. Schedule Session Learners displays all available encounter slots included for all rooms included in the session. Click the encounter time slot for a room to assign learners from the drop-down list. Unassigned learners for each encounter block are displayed at the bottom of the page. Select Continue to schedule sessions inventory. Select the encounter time slot to add inventory items. Consumable items are removed from the inventory after they are used. Select Save. Sessions that have not been run yet are still editable from this menu. Navigate directly to a sub-menu by selecting the respective icon under Available Actions. For auto-start sessions, recording will be created for each encounter included in the session. These recordings will be initiated automatically based on the prescribed schedule. Session name and encounter number will be included in the video title, and learners will be included as participants based on the schedule session learners configuration. For manual start sessions, the session must be manually started by visiting Automation, clicking Command Center for the session, then clicking Start. After the session start action has been initiated, all encounters will be recorded automatically using the intervals specified in the session builder. Toggle the desired speakers for the simulation. Select Add Speaker, add a name, and select Add Speaker. Navigate to Sessions. Configure the audio to play during the desired simulation. Select the audio file to be played during each encounter. Sample files or user-generated files can be selected. Navigate to Automation. This menu will display the schedule overview of the upcoming simulation. Select Start if the simulation has a manual start. If applicable, navigate to ECC. If your simulation is being recorded, please reference KbPort Simplicity7 ECC video to review the functionality of ECC configuration. If the simulation needs to be restarted, select End. Navigate to Scenarios, select Clone, navigate back to Automation, and restart the simulation. Student users that have been assigned to recorded simulations have the ability to view videos in their student dashboard. As an administrator, selecting the audio icon will open the Simplicity Sound side panel. Selecting various speakers, speaker groups, push-to-talk, and pre-recorded sounds is available within this menu. If your simulation is being recorded, please reference KbPort Simplicity7 ETC and Debrief video to review the functionality of our live recording software.